whole library in the palm of your hand. You know it's possible. Now, one of the world's most popular e-readers has gotten an upgrade. Meet the new 2022 Amazon Kindle. While nothing is quite like holding a paper book in your hand, e-readers have become incredibly useful for readers on the go or those who like to read with the lights off. Having full libraries and entire book series on one device has been a revolutionary invention, and tech giants are working to make e-readers even better and more advanced. The latest release is Amazon's 2022 Kindle, which I had a chance to play around with for myself. In this review, I'll tell you what's new, what the overall experience is like, the pros and the cons, and if I can recommend this new version for you. An early heads up, if you end up finding this video helpful and liking it, to please mash that like button and hit me with a sub. Both those things do help me keep making more videos that I hope everyone out there can watch, enjoy, and learn from. Let's kick things off with what's new with this version. The so-called All-New Kindle is actually a pretty good upgrade over previous versions, and I should note quickly you can opt to pay full price for a version with no ads, about $120 Canadian, or save some money and put up with advertising on the lock screen for $99. For my money, it's worth it to pay the extra and lose the ads. Perhaps one of the most notable features of the all-new Kindle is it comes with a USB-C charging port instead of that antiquated micro USB. The 2021 Kindle Paperwhite did have that newer port, but older Kindles still use the older connection. Like previous Kindles, the new version works only as an e-reader and doesn't come with anything else like games, just a simple web browser, which can be handy for doing quick lookups without going to find another device. There's no color in this screen like you'd get with a more full-featured tablet, but this was only evident to me on things like cookbooks. Kindle owners will appreciate a larger storage capacity since the all-new Kindle has 16 gigabytes of storage compared to the 2019 version's 8 gigs. This new Kindle is about 6 inches by 4 inches by about 1/3 of an inch thick, and it weighs approximately 5 ounces. I can definitely confirm it is feather light and easy to hold without any wrist strain. The 2022 Kindle comes with a new higher resolution display. This version has 300 pixels per inch instead of the previous 167. The 300 level is what the Kindle Oasis has, and it really just means you should get a crisper, more defined page reading experience. Indeed, the screen is sharp and easy to read, and it mimics paper quite well. Plus, it has pretty effective anti-glare technology, and the new Kindle also offers a dark mode. After using the device for a while, I was impressed with the screen's ability to be visible in bright light and how easy it was to switch it to a lower brightness if I was using it to read at night. Compared to other Kindles like the Paperwhite and the Oasis, the display is actually now equally matched to those. And speaking about the Oasis, while the screen is the same, this Kindle is missing the warm light option, and this one is not waterproof either. You can download and buy books from Amazon's Kindle library, and there are more than 2 million titles on here, so you should always have something on your digital shelf. I will say the software can be a bit on the laggy side. Downloading books takes some time, and it also appears to take a second to load almost all movement, including page turns. But when it comes to the reading experience, it's actually not that bad, and not when comparing it to the turning of actual pages. But compared to reading on an iPad, for example, it is glacially slow. Similarly, doing web searches was way too frustrating. You can also upload content or documents you already own, which entails emailing the documents to the email address you can find in the Content and Devices section within your Amazon account. Despite updated display features, the reading process on the all-new Kindle is quite similar to its predecessors. Tapping one side of the screen or swiping left or right will turn the pages when you're reading a book, and tapping the top right side of the screen will bring up a navigation menu. Dragging from the top down will bring up your settings. In terms of font preferences, the all-new Kindle does offer 10 different fonts, and you can choose between 14 different text sizes. You're also able to choose your line spacing, margins, and your screen orientation on most titles. The all-new Kindle says it is compatible with Audible audiobooks, but those interested in listening to their books will need to understand exactly what that means. There is no dedicated Audible app or Audible button on the Kindle. Instead, you'll surf for audiobooks in the Kindle store. And while you can buy them, you can't actually listen to them on the 2022 Kindle. That's because there is no speaker in this device. Instead, you would need to connect your Kindle to a separate Bluetooth speaker, a portable wireless speaker, or some headphones using Bluetooth. In the accessibility settings on this device, there is a so-called voice view screen reader that works as a text-to-speech feature, and this would actually be really effective for people who maybe have limited vision. But like the Audible integration, you do need a speaker or headphones for that feature to work. Let's talk battery life, and here the 2022 Kindle really shines. The all-new Kindle here comes with a built-in 1040 milliamp hour battery that should provide up to 6 weeks on one charge if you're using it for about 30 minutes a day, and of course this does depend on your brightness choice. For reference, Amazon said the 2019 Kindle's battery could last up to 4 weeks under similar conditions, so the new model here can last about 2 weeks longer. Getting a full charge via use of the USB cable and your computer or a power outlet takes around 4 hours, and charge time will be less if you're using a faster adapter. The batteries have always been great in Kindles, and this one seems similarly effective. Full disclosure though, I haven't yet had it for the full 6 weeks to be sure. Ultimately, the all-new Kindle is a great and more economical Kindle option than some other versions out there, like the Kindle Oasis, for example. The smaller size here and extreme lightweight is perfect for low-strain reading and amazing for travel. Plus, the newer, sharper screen makes it a lot easier to read from. Some downsides I did notice while using the all-new Kindle can actually be remedied by simply upgrading to a better model. If you want warm light or auto-adjusting light, or a vertical/horizontal reading experience option, or if you want page-turning buttons, you can get that from the Paperwhite. And if you want to use your reader near water, the Kindle Oasis is a great pick for that. But in short, if you are looking for a small, inexpensive, and no-frills e-reader, this one is worth the money.
Minnie, can you help me out with something, or are you busy napping?
But don't take my word for it. Let's see if the Kindle passes the puppy test. Will Rainey choose the 2022 Kindle or her toy? And the winner is...
The Kindle?
Not the Kindle. Well, dogs can't read, so I'm throwing these results out on that technicality, and I'm going with my own decision. The all-new Kindle costs about 129 Canadian dollars or $99 US, and it can be purchased from Amazon's website. Want to see how this Kindle compares to other e-readers? Check out my review of the Amazon Kindle Paperwhite or the waterproof Amazon Oasis right now.